Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's Karen, Lavender Clothesline. As you can tell, I have lots of linens on the table. I have been picking up and processing lots of linens, which is a great thing. Linens are bringing the profits. So if you are a reseller and you're not into linens, you are missing the game. I have been selling duvets, sheets, flannel pillowcases, anything I can get my hands on that is good quality. All right, that's the way to start a video. Get your attention. All right, so today we are heading out to Lancaster Goodwill. It is Saturday, and not only am I going to hit the linens, I'm going back to hard goods. Now, I just brought you a video where I was really looking for hard goods, and I made out really well. Some of those items didn't even last a day in my store. I also want to report that I sold the 21 Pilots pajama. It was a men's long one-piece pajama. I think it brought $207. I paid $7 for it, so $200. Not all of it profit. After fees and stuff, I don't know, somebody did math. I made a lot of money. All right, so we're gonna get on the road. We're gonna go to Goodwill, and I think that's all I'm doing today. I don't think I'm gonna pull shipping. I don't quite have time for that today, but we're gonna see what other trouble we get into. All right, if you're new to my channel, I'm a full-time eBay reseller. I make a lot of money doing this, so if you're interested in that, follow along. I also post on Instagram. My Instagram account has over 33,000 people following what I'm buying and selling. It's crazy. 62 years old, this is the name of the game at this point, and yeah, things are going really well. All right, hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get to Goodwill and maybe throw some other footage in. I'm not quite sure yet. And magically, we are in the linen section of Goodwill. This is my first stop for the morning, my first aisle. I figured I'd hit the linens first, and right out of the gate, found these crow's sill. See if I can find a tag as we go along. If not, I'll show it to you. Now, I think some of these are valances or Roman shades. Oh, there's the tag. So that is what that looks like. 50% cotton, 50 poly, and quite a few pieces. Great score. $2.50 a piece, and they seem to be in great shape. So I'm going to run a comp on these, but pretty sure I am taking these. Great first find, and they seem to be dry cleaned. Beautiful condition. Well, I don't pick up a lot of Christmas linens or Christmas tree skirts. Look at this poinsettia print. Oh, I like that. Very pretty. I might pull this down. Now, this might be a tablecloth, or it might be a tree skirt. Pretty sure it's a tablecloth. $2.50, and I'm gonna put that in my cart and take a closer look at it. I do pick up Christmas sheets, like flannel sheets for the beds. Oh, this is so pretty. Love this print. Every sparkly thing catches my attention. What is this? Some sort of box. I'm not sure if a product came in this box, like chocolates. Or if it's a jewelry box. Very interesting. $3.99. I'm going to give that thought, but I don't know that I'm going to get it. Oh, I like these. Glass dishes. Let's see if there's any kind of maker's mark on the bottom. I don't see a mark. I'm kind of liking those. $6.99 for the two. And again, I'm going to put those in the cart and give that some thought. All right, we got a whole thing going on. And I'm going to skip this aisle because I don't feel like going down that aisle. I want to go down the brown aisle. So we're going to take a look at the brown aisle. Oh, look at this little primitive house. Oh, it lights up. First I thought it was a birdhouse, but it doesn't seem to be. It's a little bulb in here, and it has a cord. Looks like a Christmas cord because it's green. I'm not sure if this like had a village going on. I'm going to leave that one behind. Kind of big. What is this platter here? Foolscraft? I do like that colorway. Foolscraft. So much Foolscraft in the stores. Okay, these look to be napkin rings. Napkin rings by the Bucklers, 5th Avenue. Oh, those are pretty. $6.99, a little bit high, but I will run a comp on those also. A single bamboo tray. I have sold so many of these. When I find them in lots of 8 or 10, I always run a current comp on them because this becomes saturated. But when there is low inventory stock, I go ahead and pick them up and get them listed quickly. I always do well with these bamboo trays. You always have to make sure that these little spindles are in good condition because sometimes these become unglued. Okay, lots of Avon on the shelves. Hostess soaps and soap dish. Even though I won't pick up Avon as a general rule, there are a few men's colognes that I look for. Touch of Beauty. Boy, such a blast from the past. It looks like somebody had an Avon collection. Look at all of this. Oh, this is for powder. It looks like to be a powder container. It is a pressed glass dish for powder. Why isn't Avon worth money? Oh, it smells good. So my yaya, that was my grandmother, was an Avon door-to-door sales lady. She put on her white gloves and her hat back in the, I'm going to say it must have been the 50s. Could that have been? And yeah, and she went door-to-door. Might have even been before the 50s. So I remember her house smelling like a lot of Avon products. She was really successful. Okay, what else are we seeing? A little bar set. Doesn't look to be worth much. Oh, is this a box lid? Look at that. Yes, it is. See where it was attached to its hinge? Maybe the box broke. Gee, that's a conundrum. Will just the box lid sell? That would be very pretty hung on the wall or framed. $3.99. Not sure if I should pick that up. I think it's going to take a special buyer, and I think that might be even more long tail than I am willing to be. I did have these in my cart the other day, but at $4 a charger, I had put these back. There seems to be 4 here now. There were 6. I think I saw 2 back on the other aisle. This is Southern Living Home. But like I said, I would want to pay a unit price for that, not singles. Okay, what is this old artwork down here? Oh my goodness, this is so old. St. David's Church. It is signed and numbered. Looks like it might have come from an antique store, but does have quite a bit of damage. Okay, so I turned the corner. Look at all of this Avon. The things people collect, and then it winds up in the Goodwill. Oh my goodness. Look at this all. Stutz Bearcat. I remember when people felt that these were worth a lot of money. Oh, the boxes are just so good. So good. What is this? Jack in the Box, reading it upside down. Baby cream. Oh, it's a little bottle of baby cream. Oh my goodness. Look at this bird. Decorative pomander. Okay, I think I'm going to be seeing this on every aisle, but I had to show it to you guys. Very nostalgic. Okay, so even though this is a lovely pattern with beautiful colors, I'm putting this one back because it doesn't have branding. With linens, unless they're handmade, I always want to see the branding so that I can comp it. When it is handmade, I judge by the workmanship, the quality of the workmanship, and the quality of the material. Afghans are really a hard thing to judge. You really have to learn what people are looking for. Sport team colors will do well in throws if people can bring them to the stadium and if they are really beautifully made. I think my most popular pattern to sell in that category is a chevron print, like a zigzag. Granny Square is probably the least favorite unless it has a great deal of black in it. I know that's a lot of information to drop, but that is what I'm looking for. And like I said, most times I'm looking for Pottery Barn, Restoration Hardware, Boll & Branch. I'm trying to think of who else. Sometimes Pier 1 or West Elm. Oh, guys, look what I found. A safety pin tray. This is a craft that's all made with safety pins and plastic beads. And then you put lights inside and they light up. I don't know when these were made. I think they were made quite a while ago. This one even has a star topper. And if the lights don't work, it's not a big deal. You can just replace them. I think you can replace them. Oh, they might have been woven in. I'm going to give it a test. And my star is a little crooked, but look how phenomenal this is. I'm thinking this is a solid 30. And am I looking right at the price on this? Don't see a price. I'm going to have to get a price on it. Let's see if there's one on the sticker. Nope. But this is going right in the cart. I've sold these before. I've sold big ones of these, and they always do quite well. And we're going to test it. I'm going to find an outlet and test it to see if my tree lights up. Great find. Okay, so we found a working outlet. I'm going to plug this in. Oh, yay, it works. Look how wonderful that is. Now, I guess you could even take out the lights and put in colored lights if you'd rather have, you know, more of a multicolored look. I kind of like the white. I think the little star is crooked. It kind of makes it more endearing. Definitely going in my cart. This is a great find. And who doesn't need a whole bag of glitter swans? These are plastic swans. Something about them is very attractive. I love these. How great would these be on a Christmas tree? I think that's the original use for them. Let's pull out a couple and take a look at them. They are in great shape. I think these are vintage. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you guys know where these came from. And I love that there's a whole bag of them. Christmas hook evidence. All right, we are taking those. $3.99, great price. Well, this is a surprising find. Fitz and Floyd Musicals. It's a music box. French Market, Farmer in the Dell. We're going to have to open this up and make sure that there's no chipped ears or little snouts. Let's open it up and see if it's good. Goodwill wants $6.99 for it, and this should bring between $35 and $40. Oh, guys, look how sweet this is. This is so sweet. Oh, my goodness. Look at all the little piggies. Their ears look to be good. I don't see any chipping or cracking. And I will wind it up to make sure it works. I don't know if I can show that. I don't know if the Farmer in the Dell is copyrighted, if it's trademarked. Oh, this is so sweet. Fitz and Floyd makes beautiful things. Looks to be brand new. I'm going to put that right in my cart. $6.99 is a good deal. Oh, my word. This thing is gorgeous. Oh, it's plastic, which I kind of thought. It's like a chinoiserie print. Yellow and blue. This would be stunning on a table stand. Does look to have some damage in the corners. Darn. Boy, that's pretty. Do we love this? Yes, we do. Let's take a look at the back. Even though it's plastic, this would make a great like TV tray stand. Who put this out? I'm not sure what that says. Ooh, $15. Okay, so it is made in Italy. Originally $57. That's probably why Goodwill priced it at that price. No, I don't think the corners have real damage. I think it's the way the print was applied. I'm not sure how that's done. But oh, that's a pretty one. $15. Darn. And I'm not so crazy about the corners, but without those two things, if this was like a $9.99, I would have grabbed this. Just stunningly beautiful. Okay, I have to admit, I love this little dish. If I needed a little trinket dish or a ring dish by the sink, I would definitely get this. $1.99. I don't know if this is Taylorton. It seems to be true vintage. I'd love to see the whole set of this, but I am not seeing it. I am seeing a pretty bowl and a lot of white china. What is this back here? Okay, and I'm not interested in plates with buildings on them. I did want to comp on the napkin rings. This is the Bucklers, 5th Avenue. I think these are gold plated. A box of 6. Goodwill wants $6.99, and I should be able to pull 20 to 25 for these. So those are going right in the cart. All right, guys, so that is what the cart looks like. I think I'm going to check out and get to the grocery store because I have a dinner to go to tonight and I have to bring a casserole. So in this part of the video, I'm going to share something that Roger gave me as kind of like a gift. So if you don't know who Roger is, he is my boyfriend. We've been dating for a little over a year now, and I met him in Goodwill. Crazy story that we will share with you guys one time. But for now, I just wanted to stick this little snippet in the video. Roger will bring me flowers, and he's just a wonderful gift giver. But the best gifts, I think, are things he finds in the thrift store when we're not together. So oftentimes during the week, we do try to steal time together and we'll go thrifting together. And then there are other times that he's thrifting, somewhere and I'm home working or vice versa. And he has a tendency to really have a great eye. He has been reselling for, I think it's 22 years now, and he has learned my taste. So the other day he said, hey, I picked something up for you. It's a surprise. And I was all excited because I love the surprises he finds in Goodwill. Wait till you see what he found. Look at this gorgeous artwork. I don't know if the ring light, I got the ring light going because it's so dark here. Is this not beautiful? Heavily ornate carved frame. I think it's, probably carved by machine. I don't think it's hand carved. This is what the back looks like. $4.99 he paid for them. Now, when he picks these gifts up for me, they're for resale. They're not for me to keep, although I am tempted to keep this one. And what's better than one of these? Two of these. Look how gorgeous these are. I about lost my mind when I think I let out a scream when he said, are these any good? I'm like, oh my gosh, those are great. Very heavy wood frames. They're not Hollywood Regency, I wouldn't call them, but very ornate, not Rococo style. I don't even know what style to call them, guys, but I was like about to scream with joy. Just gorgeous. I love stuff like this. So yes, I will be selling them, but thank you, sweetie, if you're watching. I love the gifts that you bring me. Here is a little montage of some of the linens that I'm talking about that have sold from my eBay store that brought me very good profit. First one, I just listed this a couple of weeks ago. This is Rachel Ashwell's Simply Shabby Chic. This was a duvet cover, $95.99. Next up is one of the Pottery Barn items. I sell a ton of Pottery Barn. This is Defina Jacquard drape, one single drape, $44. It was new in package, and I picked this up at a yard sale. Here are 6 placemats I found in Goodwill. This is Frank Lloyd Wright. It still had the labeling on these, or I wouldn't have known what these were. $60.50. I paid $2.50 for all 6. And here is the table runner. Again, this brought $60 and I paid $2.50. Next up was a hand-stitched coverlet, $66. I believe I paid $4.50. Here are 2 more drapes, new in package. These are West Elm, $149.99. I found these in Goodwill. Next up, another Foundations Pottery Barn, one single drape. Can I say that again? $150. I love this sale. Here are 2 little curtains that I found in Goodwill, $45 for the 2, and I paid $2.50. This was beautiful. I won this in an auction. I believe I paid either $7 or $12 for this, $89.10. This is a Peruvian decor llama horse blanket, and somebody actually bought this for their llama. You can't love that any more than I do. Next up was a package, still in package. These were vintage Crystal Bay waterbed sheets, $66. Here is a beautiful quilt, $49.50. Next up, this is one of my favorites. I love the colorway and the block pattern, this color block pattern, $200. It had music notes sewn around the border, and I believe on the back, if I remember correctly. These are gorgeous. LL Bean makes gorgeous flannel, especially the older LL Bean, $89.40 for pre-owned sheets and pillowcases. Here is one of my favorite Afghans that I found, $125. This was just beautiful, and they call it the popcorn or bobble stitch. This one, the most beautiful colorway. This photo doesn't do this justice, $112.98. The workmanship was just astounding. It looked like a machine had done it. Whoever made this really knew what they were doing. Next up is a crazy quilt, $99. I was guessing at the age, pretty sure that this was from 1960s or 70s. Another beautiful quilt, $157.68. Notice on a lot of the quilts like this, I'm using farm country or farmhouse. That type of keyword is still bringing the attention. All right, guys, so those are a few of the linens that I have sold recently. And most times, like I said, I'm picking them up from anywhere between $1.50 and $5, I'm going to say. Thanks so much for watching. Go out and get what's yours.